Right, here in lesson 8, good day, I'm Mr. Simons. We'll be solving equations by means of completing the square. Process we need to understand, it will be tested under functions again. So make sure you follow the process very carefully. It's just a pattern. Alright, so it would read solve the following by first completing the square. So given to me, I have x squared plus 8x plus 7 equals 0. Right, first I get rid of 7 and I take it across, minus 7. Now, completing the square technically means I'm going to create a perfect square where I have a binomial, two terms in a bracket, and it's squared. Right, so I take the middle term that's attached to x, the coefficient 8, divided by 2, and I square it. So 8 divided by 2 squared. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 squared would give me 16. And that value I add to both sides. So I have plus 16 on both sides. Alright, so from there you should see square root of x squared is x. Square root of 16 is 4. So I've created two perfect squares, but you should know 4 plus 4 would give me 8. So that part there now gets written as x plus 4 all squared if I factorize that. 16 minus 7 is 9, so they have 9. And now to solve for x, I'm going to find square root of both sides. Alright, so square root of x plus 4 squared and square root of 9. Always remember the plus minus. So I have x plus 4 equal plus minus 3. And this I separate into two equations. So I have x plus 4 equal 3, or x plus 4 equal minus 3. Take 4 over, 3 minus 4, if I go over, become minus 1 there. If I take 4 over, minus 3 minus 4 would give me negative 7. So process again, just to make sure you understand. On a x squared and 8x, we have to find a value there that makes that a perfect square. Whatever value I have here, half of that value, or the square root of that value, I shouldn't say half, square root of that value added to itself must give me the middle term. So see there, 4 plus 4 will give me 8. That way I have a perfect square. So there's completing the square. Alright, hope you understand. Right, I'm going to do a second one just with a fraction, so you can see where we have a coefficient in front. That's basically the two ways we test. If you want me to do more examples, please feel free to put under the comment section. But this is just to guide you when you are solving the problems. Right, problem number 2, you see I have 2x squared minus 3x equal 5. So to complete the square, it must read x squared, it must have a coefficient of 1, not 2. So I'm divided by 2 to make the coefficient of x squared equal to 1. Very important. So 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. Minus 3 divided by 2 and 5 over 2. Alright, now I have to make those two terms a perfect square by bringing in a third value. So I'm going to take the middle term, minus 3 over 2, and again just divide by 2 squared. Alright, so if I divide by 2, it becomes 2 times 2 at the bottom, it becomes 4. Right, so that gives me minus 3 over 4 all squared, and this I'm going to add to both sides. So yeah, I've added minus 3 over 4 squared, and there, minus 3 over 4 squared. Remember, minus 3 would give me minus 6 over 4, which simplifies to minus 3 over 2. So if I add this value to itself, I get the middle term. So from there, square root of x squared, x square root of minus 3 over 4 squared gives me minus over 3, 4 squared. There I'm left with 5 over 2. Square negative times negative become positive. 3 times 3, 9. And 4 times 4, 16. So I'm left with x minus 3 over 4 squared. If I add that 2, I would get 49 over 16. So yeah, I said 2 times 8, 16. 5 times 8, 40. 40 plus 9, 49 over 16. Alright, find the square root of both sides. So there's square root of that plus minus. There, brackets and the square cancel with the square root. So I'm left with x minus 3 over 4. Square root 49, 7, square root 16, 4, plus minus. When you get to this point, you can check the denominators here generally must be the same. That way you know you've gone correct in completing the square. So x minus 3 over 4 equals 7 over 4, or x minus 3 over 4 equal negative 7 over 4. If we take negative across, becomes positive. 7 plus 3 gives me 10 over 4, which can simplify to 5 over 2. There, if I take negative over, plus, minus 7 plus 3 would give me negative 4 over 4, which then equal negative 1. So those are the basic two ways we're going to test for you to complete the square. As I said, if you enjoy the lesson, like, share, and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you won't be able to stay up to date with the content. Yes, I'm doing this to help you. Alright, continue working, continue practicing. The more you practice, the better you become. Right, maths you cannot study by looking at the problems. You have to physically get another book and practice your problems over and over. Pause, look at the process, look at the steps. Try to do it on your own. See where you've gone wrong. Practice that error out of you, right? I wish you nothing but the best.